Hi friends, Miss Ella here from Learn to Grow. I hope that you guys are enjoying your week. Today we're going to transplant the turmeric rhizomes that we planted about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago now. Look how good they look. They look healthy, and I think I initially planted 4 small rhizomes into this 10-inch pot. It's about a 1.5 gallon pot, but now I'm going to go ahead and transplant them into the bigger pots. And I've got I think this is a 2-gallon pot back here that I have, and I could probably fit at least 2 rhizomes in this pot. There's no hilling or trenching needed if you're going to plant them in the ground. The new rhizomes or the new growth will grow beneath the rhizomes that you initially planted. This is just the potting mix that I purchased from the store. I think it's an organic potting mix. With anything that you plant in pots, you want to make sure that you have good drainage as well as good nutrient absorption. So you don't want to use just the soil that you find in the ground. Also, it can bring some pests and diseases. So you want to just make sure you buy a bag of potting mix to stay on the safe side. So I have my pot here filled with my potting soil. I take my spade and loosen up one of these rhizomes from the smaller pot. I'm just going to carefully loosen up the soil around the rhizomes I'm going to be transplanting. Make sure you're real careful. Looks like it's already got some roots in there. I'll show you in a minute here. It's got some roots in there already, as you can see. And just gently press down around. I think I can fit at least 3 of these small rhizomes. They're not very big. You can always transplant them later in bigger pots. This hole I dug up is about 2 inches deep. Place my rhizome in there. Bury it back up. Give it a little bit of water, carefully. We got our turmeric in their new home, so we'll see how they do. I hope they do well. What I'm going to be doing is spraying them with water about 2 to 3 times a week to keep it humid, since they are tropical plants. I also keep them in the warmest room, sometimes my bathroom or one of the kids' bedroom, because it's actually warmer in there. I usually try to keep them in a room around 70 to 72 degrees, especially during the winter time. If you decide to grow turmeric, make sure that they get enough light. It could be indirect light or sunlight. It doesn't have to be by the window. Ginger plants actually did pretty well in indirect light or sunlight. I generally just water them about 2 to 3 times a week. Just a little bit of water. I don't soak the soil, so you don't want to overwater because the rhizomes can rot. So you can just sprinkle a little bit of water every 2 to 3 days. You know what else I really love about growing turmeric or ginger is that their leaves smell so good, and ginger has a really strong scent. So you just kind of just gently rub the leaves and you can smell them. You can actually use some leaves for garnishing some dishes, or chop them finely if you want to use them as seasoning. Well, that's it for today. I hope that you found this video helpful and enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for tuning in with us at Learn to Grow. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and happy gardening.